Okay, so Funk and Wagnall's Standard Dictionary defines vampire as, in folklore, a corpse that rises from its grave at night to feed upon the living, usually by sucking the blood. And there's another definition on the screen. And really, Edward doesn't fit that definition because, well, he does suck on blood to keep alive, but he doesn't arise from the dead, from the grave. So in my research, I've noticed that there are 10,000 self-proclaimed real vampires in the United States today. As much as I would love to have Edward be a real vampire and Bill Compton, they're not one of the numbers. So just talk a little bit about Edward. His history, he was turned about 107 years ago, or he's been a vampire for 107 years. He was turned when he was 17, and why is he so appealing? For me, it was really his unconditional love for Bella, and no matter what, he just would do anything for his true love. And, you know, I think the actor helped my vision of, because I do find him very appealing to the eye, but I really think that Edward in the book was just an amazing character to read about, and just, what a lot of women would want in their life is to have a man that, absolutely would protect his partner and be there for her or him for anything. So in my research, I just to see, really what the obsession is, and I found several tattoos that have either Twilight or Edward. Somebody's put that on their body. There's also a lot of videos of people driving to Forks and visiting the town of Forks. But here are some of the tattoos. So just a little bit about the Twilight books. More than 100 million copies were sold of the Twilight books. When Stephanie Meyer took the books to try to get it sold to an agent, she was rejected by 14 agents. Finally, it went up kind of at an auction, and then the people that bought it for $750,000, and her agent, I think, wanted $1 million, but they negotiated to $750,000. It's been published in 37 different languages, and the apple on the cover represents the forbidden fruit, and that was kind of the relationship of Bella and Edward. It was really forbidden, or Stephanie Meyer's religion sees it as that. And the book was originally going to be called Forks, not Twilight, which I think Twilight is a much better title. And in my research, I thought, when I first started doing this, I really thought that Edward would be more popular now because of the Twilight books, and since so many people are attracted to that character. But the Social Security Administration released the baby names for this year and the ranking. Edward is number 136. And his popularity has gone down over the years, where Jacob is at number 1. Bella is at number 1 this year as well. Bill, is at number 5. And also one of my favorite vampires, Eric, is at 95. I just thought I would throw him in there. So also on Buddy TV, there was a survey that you could, they just asked a question: who would you rather date, Bill Compton or Edward? And 53% of the people chose Bill Compton over Edward. So it's a close neck and neck, but Bill wins. And so